Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to tell you about an interesting topic of English grammar, and that is pronouns. Now what are pronouns? A pronoun is a word that replaces a noun in a sentence. So what is a pronoun? A pronoun is a word that replaces a noun in a sentence. It takes a place of a noun. So let's make it clear with an example sentence. So what is the example sentence? Manoj is a famous writer. Manoj has written many books. Manoj also writes for newspapers and magazines. So again and again I'm repeating Manoj, that is a noun, proper noun. So it would be better if I use, instead of this noun, Manoj is a famous writer. He has written many books. He also writes for newspaper and magazines. Thus, isn't it very clear that a pronoun is a word that replaces a noun in a sentence? So we can remove the noun and in that place we can put a pronoun. So I hope the definition is very clear. A pronoun is a word that replaces a noun in a sentence. Now let's study the various kinds of pronoun. So we are going to study 7 types of pronoun. So now what are we going to study? The various kinds of pronoun. The first one is a personal pronoun. Personal pronoun stands for the person or thing, is called a personal pronoun. Now what is a personal pronoun? A personal pronoun that stands for a person or a thing, like he, she, it are all personal pronouns. The next one is demonstrative pronouns. They are used to point out something specific in a sentence, like this, that, these, those. So the second one was a demonstrative pronoun. The third is the interrogative pronouns. The third one is the interrogative pronouns, which is used to ask questions. So what is the interrogative pronoun used? It is used to ask questions like who, whose, what, which. Then next is the possessive pronouns that shows possession. Mine, yours, hers are all examples of possessive pronoun. Next is the relative pronoun that are used to join two sentences are the relative pronouns, like who, which, whom are all relative pronouns. Then reflexive pronoun, which is the next one, is the reflexive pronoun, which like examples like myself, yourself. These are used when as a receiver of an action, are called reflexive pronouns. So pronouns like myself, yourself, himself, when used as a receiver of an action are called reflexive pronoun. Then the next one is emphasizing pronouns, emphatic pronouns, which are used to give emphasis to the noun or the pronoun referred to, right? So again, they also have himself, herself, but they emphasize the noun or the pronoun. So these are the various kinds of pronouns we are going to study in detail. Their names are personal pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, interrogative pronoun, possessive pronoun, relative pronoun, reflexive pronoun, and emphatic pronouns. Now let's study personal pronouns in detail. What are personal pronouns? So a personal pronoun is a word that stands for a person or a thing. So a pronoun that stands for a person or a thing is called a personal pronoun. Like Radha writes to read. She reads a page every day at night. So here she stands for Radha. It's a personal pronoun. Now there are three kinds of personal pronouns. First person, that is the speaker. Second person, person spoken to. Third person, the thing or things or persons spoken about. It will become very clear with an example. Like, I speak to you about Vijay. Here I is the speaker, you is the person spoken to, and Vijay is the person spoken about. So this is, I hope it is very clear. The first person, second person, and third person. First person is the speaker, second person is the person spoken to, and the third person is the thing or person or persons spoken about. Now let's make it more clear with the help of a chart. So here the personal pronoun, the first person, that is the speaker. For speaker, in the singular form we use I, me or mine. And for the first person plural, we use we, our and ours. Whereas in the second person, that is the person spoken to, we use you and yours in singular, and the same in plural, that is you and yours. For the third person, that is the person spoken about, we use he, him, his for masculine gender, and she, hers, she, her and hers for feminine, and it for neuter gender. They, them, theirs, all is used for masculine, feminine and neuter gender. I hope it is very clear with the help of this chart. It has been clearly presented to you all, right? So let's move on to the next pronoun. Now let's get further and understand what are demonstrative pronouns. Now what are demonstrative pronouns? It is a demonstrative pronoun is used to point out object or objects, plural, which it refers to. So it points out something specific in the sentence. A demonstrative pronoun is used to point out object or objects, plural, which it refers to. And the examples are this, that, these, those. This, that, these and those are the examples of it. Let me make it clear with an example. This is my chalk. It's near to me. That is your chalk. These. So it is the words near in singular is this. Near, far in singular is that. But another thing to note, interesting thing to note is these same words come in demonstrative adjectives too. But what is the difference? The difference is when it is a demonstrative pronoun, it is used in a place of a noun, right? It is used in a place of a noun, and when it is an adjective, it qualifies the noun. It tells more about the noun. Let's make it clear with this example. This is my book. So this is standing in the place for book. And this book, here this book, this is telling more about the book. So it's an adjective. This is my book. Here this is standing in place of a book. And this book here, we are telling more about the book. It's generally followed by a noun. This is a demonstrative pronoun. This is a demonstrative adjective. Now what are demonstrative pronouns used for? They are used to point out object or objects. And the examples are which this, that, these, those. Right? So I hope it is clear. A demonstrative pronoun is used to point out object or objects which it refers to. Let's go further. Now let's get further and understand what are interrogative pronouns. Interrogative pronouns are words which ask questions. So let's say it is used to ask questions. It will become clear with an example sentence. So here I've given two example sentences. Those are, what is your plan? Who is absent today? So who stands for which person is absent today? So here both are interrogative pronouns ending in a question mark. They are asking questions. But the point to note is that interrogative pronouns, words like what and which, also comes in interrogative pronoun and interrogative adjectives. It will be clear with these example sentences. What is your plan? Here what stands for plan, and it is an interrogative pronoun. Over here, what plan did you follow is an interrogative adjective, and we must note that it is followed by a noun. So I hope it's very clear that an interrogative pronoun asks questions like what is your plan, who is absent today. These, like another example, which is your house, are all interrogative pronouns. Words like who, whose, what, which are all interrogative pronouns. Now let's get further and understand what are possessive pronoun. So possessive pronoun is a pronoun that is used to show possession. Let's see with the definition. A pronoun that shows possession is called a possessive pronoun. Now there are few words like my, your, which are used as possessive adjectives to students. But always remember, a possessive adjective is always placed before a noun, right? So it is followed by a noun. It is placed before a noun. Let's see, a possessive adjective is placed before a noun. It will become very clear with this example. This is not my pen. Mine is new. So here, mine, it is followed by a noun. Therefore, it's an adjective. Mine, no noun. We are talking, and it is used in place of a pen. So mine is new. It's a possessive pronoun. I hope it is very clear. A pronoun that shows possession is called a possessive pronoun. And I can tell you a few examples is yours, his, hers, ours, yours, theirs are all examples of possessive pronoun. Relative pronouns. As the name suggests, relative pronouns show relation. Let's see the definition. A relative pronoun, it relates a noun to a group of words that follow. So it develops a relation of a noun with other group of words. Let's see, there's a sentence, there is a man, and the next part gave you this news. So which is the relative pronoun? Who, which joins man with the other words. So a relative pronoun shows relation. Now let's get further and understand reflexive pronoun and emphatic pronoun. Now what is reflexive pronoun? As the word suggests, the reflexive means revert back the action. So the doer and the receiver of the action is the same person. Like I slipped and hurt myself. Who is the doer of the action? I. And who is the receiver of the action? There is nobody but myself. It also means that myself reflects back to the doer. Hence it is a reflexive pronoun. It reflects back. Whereas the emphatic pronoun, as the word suggests, it lays emphasis, and hence it is also called emphasizing pronoun. The example sentence is, I locked myself. So here myself is used to lay emphasis, hence it is called an emphatic or emphasizing pronoun. I hope pronouns is clear with everyone. Thank you for watching the video.